Hey people, thank you so much for all your questions on the last community videos. I will try to answer them as quickly as I can. It might take a while, as you know. But first, now it's time for the great big Fanta Taste Test. Hello. Hello people all around the world. Well, today it's time for the great big Fanta Taste Test. Why do you ask? Well, because Fanta turned 75 years. It's 75 years old, and you might not know this is a Fanta, and Fanta is actually a German drink. It was invented by the Coca Cola company, the German branch of the Coca Cola company, 75 years ago. And now there's a grim story behind that, because the cocaine-fueled minds of the advertising agency people, they had this idea that after 75 years they could bring back Fanta Klassik, a drink, a limited edition drink, which is modeled after the taste of Fanta 75 years ago and has a bottle designed after the iconic bottle from the 1960s. Oh well, the grim thing about it, they made a commercial where they said like the times were harsh and they didn't get to the stuff which Coca Cola was made from anymore. The resources were gone, so they had to invent a new drink, which then turned out to be fantastic, and that's why they called it Fanta. And they mention the good old times. Now, what they forget to mention is that the good old times weren't the good old times, they were Nazi Germany. So it's not clear if Coca-Cola Germany, which then didn't have, during World War II, didn't have any contact to Coca-Cola America, if they survived the company despite the Nazis or by collaborating with the Nazis. I don't know the answer. Researching on Google gives a lot of information, a lot of interesting stuff, but doesn't make it clear. Nevertheless, of course, people noticed that maybe they shouldn't call it the good old times in the commercial, and the commercial was quickly scrapped and that word was omitted, but still no mention of World War II. Well, anyway, let's test a few drinks. We start with the original Fanta, and well, it's in the plastic bottles nowadays. Everything is in plastic bottles nowadays. I used to like it much more when it was in glass, or I drink from cans, except beer. Don't drink beer from cans. That's just ugly. That's really, really bad. People who drink beer from cans should be super glued to a hungry tiger while being pelted with cow's dung and having to listen to Justin Bieber music blasting at 100 decibels or something. But, well, they have these plastic bottles everywhere nowadays. So, to make it more objective, every drink I will taste, I put in this glass. Yeah, it's a great thing. So we'll start with the original Fanta first before we test the Fanta Klassik. Fanta or Fanta, I don't know, however you pronounce it. You tell me in the comments. It's orange lemonade. Here we go. Yeah, it's okay. Very artificial taste, kind of. Very intensive. But I guess it's okay. Tasted better before. I mean, I've tasted better drinks before. But now let's go to the Fanta Klassik, how it was supposed to taste like. This is not the original Fanta bottle, how it used to be 75 years ago. The bottle is like, won design awards in the 60s and stuff, like the iconic Coca Cola bottle. This one was also iconic with, you can make music on it, like, hold on, like this. Yeah. Anyway. Tastes the same. Smells the same. But as you can see, the color is very different. It's not as yellowy. It's more like looks more like natural color. I still can remember when I was a kid when the color of Fanta was changed when they put that beta carotene in it to make it look really more orange. It looks much more orange than any other orange lemonade, which kind of is yuck, I guess, or it's good. I don't know. However you like it. Let's see how this tastes like. This tastes like. Doesn't taste good. And it is bubbly. Hardly tastes of orange. A bit sour but less sweet. I can't really say. A little bit like apple, maybe. I don't know why I should want to drink that. Anyway, I've got more, like as a little comparison. Why not? Found this in France. Orangina, this is a French orange lemonade, and I found these tiny little cans like they have on the airplane, so I just had to buy it, so why not? The special thing with Orangina is that it has like pulp. It has like little, like in orange juice, a little bit of pulp in it. I don't know why. I think just because it's cool, or because they think it's cool. So let's see, this is like a standard yellow. Tastes great, tastes fresh. Smells great, smells fresh, I'd say. It doesn't taste that fresh, it tastes more a bit like stale. A little bit bitter in the end, but I kind of love it. Maybe it's not as great as I think it is, but I think it's great because it's French and I love the small can, so why not? Anyway, the last one, I just thought I'd buy some Mountain Dew, which is interesting because the bottle is green and the drink is green, I guess. Is it green? I don't know, we'll see. It looks like the stuff you put in car batteries. I put in the glass. Okay, there's still a little bit pulp from the Orangina, but who cares? And as you can see, the color isn't green. It looks more like a white wine or whiskey. Smells really like really artificial, but good. Whoa. And it tastes like melted sugar cubes. There's so much sugar, it tastes so sweet, you can hardly discern anything else. Basically, it tastes like I'd imagine that stuff you put into car batteries tastes like. But you kind of get hooked on it. You want more. So that's it. You didn't learn a lot about the taste of the drinks, but I want to know, what do you drink in your country? What kind of orangey stuff do you have, and how do you like it? And now I have to finish all these drinks, so that's it for today. See you next time. Manuel off. You are missing the coffee in this episode. Well, here it is. Coffee.
Coffee!
But now it's time, of course, to answer a viewer question. I've got here a nice mail saying, I mentioned how difficult English is for me. What do you think is easy about English that is not easy in German? That's a very good question and very easy to answer. Comedy is easy in English and not easy in German. Well, at least for me, because when I say something in English, even if it is not funny, it sounds funny. But honestly, what is easy in English that's not easy in German, and vice versa? Well, easy in German and not easy in English is pronunciation, because it's quite clear when you read a German word how it's pronounced, mostly. And with English words, not so much. There are some words which are basically written the same way are pronounced totally differently. That is driving me crazy. And what is easier in English? I'd say grammar, I guess. I mean, you don't have der, die, das, the articles, the, and I think grammar could be difficult in English, but most people don't care so much, so I guess it's easier, maybe. It's a fun language. English is really a fun language. Also, the words are shorter. A translated book, an English book translated in German is always many pages longer because German words tend to be long and sentences maybe too. Well, anyway, if you have questions, ask them in the comments. We will answer them. Yippee! Yeah! Yeah! Bye-bye.